Okay. It's a new time, a new day, and I'm ready to talk to you. So, I wanted to play the devil's advocate for the no-path, my dear beloved no-path that I feel so good about, that I've learned through Rupert Spira. I have much more. It's you practice something until you don't need to, or until you don't practice it anymore, so that you can learn how to articulate and put it into your own life in your own way, in your own words. But you visit it from time to time to enjoy its company and be with it and be with the teaching. And yeah, so I would recommend his teaching. I'm just a student that is going through the understanding, and it is intertwining in me so that I can actually see my insides in a nice, clear, crystal clear way. And and be being, and just be being. So I've kind of just discussed out loud how it's all flowing through, and how I'm trying to understand myself and life, and how this teaching has really helped me put words to feelings and circumstances, and experience, words to our inner experience. And so as I've gone through this, it's been very not intellectual like a teacher would be, because I'm not a teacher. I'm the experiencer. So I think we all are, really. And our sharing helps bring each other together, and it helps in our understanding as well, because if someone shares places and things you've been through, and how you see your way through them, and see your way to connect with awareness, then others can relate to that, and maybe it helps clarify things in a more earthly, real way for them to talk to other students. So I think that's a good thing, to have novices out there like me that are supporting and wanting to help this journey. It's not really a journey, but just help this resting of ourselves in awareness, and unconditional love that is just waiting to happen. So as the devil's advocate, I would think, okay, what would be the first thing you'd hear to a novice like me that's out there sharing? And I really haven't cared who listens. So, and yet I want to share. So if someone does listen, that's wonderful. But if they don't, I certainly understand, because, it's not like I'm a teacher or anything. So it's definitely not for everybody. But what would I say? I'd say a lot of folks that have been studying their different ways and journeys, which are all ways of getting to the same place. We all go in our different directions to meet up later. But, you know, if someone were to have turned on a video of mine in its immature way, they might say, you are full of poop, right? So, and in that case, I would certainly understand, totally understand how I could be, I mean, you know, just watching a video like this with some novice person going through something is boring and ridiculous. So I would say to that person that I totally get where you're coming from as far as not, you know, as far as looking at it like you're not a teacher, you're just some idiot out in the street that's just blah, blah, blahing, and it's not saying anything to me. And so I respect that, and that's the beauty of being able to watch what you want and turning off what you want. So that's a good thing. But I also see the value of what it's been helping me to gain confidence and to get my words together and share intimately with being, just sharing, just learning to share and be who we are fully and understand it enough to share it, period. So to that person, I would lovingly just ask them to turn off the video and understand that maybe there are people that are held back by life and afraid of looking at themselves possibly and thinking that there's something to be afraid of out there, like myself. There's criticism and judgment and all of these things that it's necessary to pull off of you. So it's a sticky stuff. And I think when you do things that you don't want to do and you face yourself, you realize that you're just a body, and it doesn't matter what people say or what you look like and all of that. So it certainly helped me. And I think that people who are struggling to understand who they are and where they come from and understand life in the world might appreciate the water with me, if only for a brief moment, and move on. But it's just refreshing. It's refreshing, I know, to see other people out there who share their hearts, and it makes me smile because I think, oh, how really wonderful that that person is giving their all and giving like that no matter what, just so they can be fully, just so they can be full, a full expression of whatever that might be, on behalf of awareness. Because if we are expressions, all localized expressions of awareness, which in my experience we are, then wouldn't we want to express fully? Well, I wouldn't know how to do that unless I did this, because I would be too afraid to, apparently, because my whole life I was afraid to just be, and not be for someone else to be, or for whatever. But I just wouldn't know how to do that. Of course, this is the first time I've been alone in my life, so, and I've only been alone for 3 years, so now's the time. 73 years old, now's the time to be fully, whatever that is. But I know that the direct path is direct. There is no years of going down this way or that way, or it's right there with you. And we just go there. Go to awareness. Experience it. And there you are. And then just being with that, having it intertwine into your life. Nonetheless, the idea was, I want to play the devil's advocate, and I started with that. Well, you're just full of poop. So, as a person full of poop, I say to you to just wipe that poop off and see through it. Because I'm just a person, just like you. And we're all just expressions of awareness. And we're all connected. So my poop's your poop, your poop's mine. So there you go. So I'm ready to talk to you. If you got any comments, bring them on. And I will think of something if you don't. Because, like I said, I'm the devil's advocate, so I want to pick it to death so I can think about responding. So thanks to anybody that chooses to help out with that. And otherwise, just see you later.